today we're going to talk about single legs, specifically the knee pull. The reason we're doing the knee pull is because it's another option for countering the collar tie, okay? So again, my partner has his hand on my neck. I don't know who was here or who wasn't. This is called a collar tie, all right? With the knee pull, I need to be able to grab on his elbow, right? So I can bring his back leg forward. So usually my partner's leg is going to be back, right? Because we always talked about he's reaching with the back leg. So it's tough for me to shoot. I want to bring that leg forward with my hand, right? So I'm grabbing the elbow, okay? And I'm cocking it like it's a shotgun, right? I'm trying to pull his leg back. So if he switches his leg right, I'm pulling, okay? I'm pulling. And then as I pull, my opposite hand, you don't have to do anything, you can just stay where you're at. My opposite hand is going to hook. It's going to hook behind my partner's leg, all right? So as I pull, right, or you can just keep it here. As I pull, I'm also going to be hooking, all right? So I'm almost catching it. So together, I pull, and now I'm hooking, all right? My hand is behind my partner's leg. We have two options here, right? Option number one, which is more traditional, we drop to the knee, and we get our head high, all right? When I'm in a single leg, guys, just so everyone can see, when I'm in a single leg, I want my head high, and I want my hips in. As far as the lock goes, guys, there's so many different things you can do. I usually lock like this. Some people will say gable grip. Some people will say high-low. Some people will go S. I don't care what your grip is. Find what's comfortable for you. The big things is that my head is high and that my hips are in. My leg should be in line. Like my knee should be in line with my other hip, right? I don't want to be all the way back here, but I also don't want to be so far in front that it's easy for my partner to grab my leg. But the two big things here is head high, hips in, all right? So I'll show option number one again. Right? I come through, you don't have to have a collar tie. I grab the elbow, I pull, my hand's gonna catch. My knee is gonna go shoot in between my partner's knee, and I'm gonna get my head up, right? Guys, as far as your grip goes, play with it, right? There's no perfect grip. Someone might say there's a perfect grip, there's no perfect grip. Find what's good for you, all right? Pull, shoot, head, through. Option number two, just in case you have like bad knees, it's pretty simple, right? It's the same thing. As I pull, now instead of dropping my knee, I'm just gonna drive my shoulder, almost like I'm trying to run my shoulder to his back hip. And we're just gonna go straight into a snatch single, okay? Option number two, if your knees are a little bit bad, we just go to the snatch single. So we pull, hand is still going behind his knee. I'm gonna drive my head up. I'm taking my shoulder across. I'm almost aiming to shoot my shoulder to his back hip. And then again, we can lock our hands. A great thing about the knee pull, guys, is it takes advantage of a very specific reaction, okay? So just put your knee this leg forward for me. Whenever you grab someone's leg, as I start to grab his leg, most of the time they'll start to step this leg back. Exactly. So the knee pull is great because it catches them while they're pulling me back, right? So half the time, he's gonna be pulling me into him. Does that make sense, guys? Right now, don't worry about that as a partner. Don't worry about helping your partner out right now. We just want to drill the entry. But in a real life scenario, when you go to shoot, most people are going to start to down block and bring their leg back. And when they do that, can you just put your hand behind my knee more, Taza, and hold it? When I start to pull my leg back, it's going to pull more Taza into this single leg, right? That's the natural reaction. That's what's going to happen. So once again, we have two options. Option number one, we hit our knee, right? We're pulling the elbow. We're cocking it like a shotgun. Our hand is aiming behind the knee. We shoot. That's just our sweep single. Option number two, we have bad knees or we just don't like to drop to our knee. We pull and then we go immediately into our snatch single. Does it make sense, guys? Let's go 1 and 1 and just go very slow. All right, on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Before we get back to the video, guys, if you're enjoying this video and you want to support me and you want to learn more, you can click the link above. It's going to pop up, or go to brandonreed3x.com/store to find any of my Takedown for BJJ instructionals. You can also go to brandonreed3x.com/email to join my daily email list where I give tips and tricks about wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and kind of just do a daily journal so I can share with you guys like what's going through my mind. Anyways, guys, let's get back to the video.
Right, I'm pulling, I'm grabbing. A lot of you guys are messing this up. You're pulling and you're just trying to sweep with your hand. That's not gonna work. Your hand's up here. it's gonna be hard to make up that much space in a short amount of time against someone who has good defensive reactions. That's what this hand is for, okay? Now, if we were using this hand to set it up and shoot, that would be good, right? But since I'm using this hand to pull, it's gonna take a lot of time to get back down here. This hand is creating a buffer. It's like a speed bump, okay? Right? I'm pulling and my hand's getting here, right? This hand should be pulling my body into their leg. My other hand and knee are gonna go down. I'm spinning, okay? Don't be afraid to get on your knee and spin. It's not gonna hurt you, all right? So, Taza, he's got a collar tied. Just go this side, right? I'm pulling, right? I'm pulling with this hand. This hand is pulling. As I pull, my partner steps. My hand is getting behind, right? I'm not dropping from here to here. There's too much room and too much time for error, right? If I start to drop this hand, Mortaza's already gonna have his leg back, I missed my shot. Now this is different than if I was here and I moved the shot. That's different, right? My hand positioning is different. This hand is close to his leg when I do that setup. But just because of the nature of this setup, this hand is so high, I want to use this to bring me in, okay? So I'm pulling. Look, my secondary hand, it's getting behind my partner's knee. I want to get elbow deep, right? This part of my body, my elbow, is going to get elbow deep, getting behind my partner. Notice how I spin, right? I'm side to side here. I have a drive leg, it's very powerful. When I'm here, this isn't very powerful. Mortaza can just grab my ankle and start to pick me, okay? When my leg is back here, it's very difficult for my partner to grab my ankle, okay? Likewise, another mistake. A lot of you guys, you were shooting and your head was automatically on the outside. Right? This can be dangerous because we're doing jiu-jitsu. I'm not saying you might have the best guillotine defense in the world. You might. But why would you want to go here? Well, like, you're already putting yourself a step behind doing this, okay? It's different. When you have a double leg, this isn't as bad because I have control of both feet, right? It's much easier for me to drive across. The double leg is a lot safer on the outside, but a high crotch is difficult because he can block my elbow. He can stuff my head. I don't really have time to recover like I do with the head on the outside double. Our head is going on the inside, okay? So, I pull, hand comes down. I'm spinning. My knee is coming in between my partner's feet, right? In between both of his feet. My back leg is spinning. I'm at a good angle. I'm using this leg to drive, and I'm coming up. You guys got it? All right, let's do it on 3. 1, 2, 3.